Okay guys, in this particular video, I'm going to be explaining the characteristics of a transistor. So let's begin with a sketch. This is a schematic symbol of a transistor using that's a bipolar. The one we are using today is an NPN. Now transistor has three pins: base, collector, and emitter. The purpose of the base in a transistor is that it has the ability to sense a very extremely low amount of electric charge and then use that to control a large amount of electric charge through collector to emitter. So it's like the switch in your house. Whenever you press a switch, you find out that the light comes on and off. Now, what happened is that, liken a transistor to the switch, that particular switch in your house, the part at which you press is like the base of a transistor, and then the other two ends, that's line 1, line 2, that is being connected to your device, is like the collector and emitter. So what happens is that when a low amount of electric charge is being supplied to the base, it allows a large amount of electric charge to pass through collector to emitter. That's from the source. So without wasting much of your time, let's do the practical and see how it works. Okay guys, back to the main practical. Now this is an NPN transistor C1815. That's the part number. So likewise, the sketch I just showed you guys, this transistor has three pins, and then on C1815, the collector is at the left hand side, base is at the right hand side, and the middle pin is the emitter. That's when you keep it like this. So I'm going to connect it to the board. I'm going to socket it to the board. Since it's NPN, so the collector directly goes to the negative terminal of the battery. So I connect the yellow pin to the negative terminal, and then I will use an LED as an output indicator. Then the emitter, output of the emitter, since it's NPN, so the output will be negative charge, goes to the negative terminal of the LED. Then the positive pin of the LED will now go directly to the positive terminal of the power source, and then we will now pick out the base. This is the base. Let's check the voltage at which we are operating on right now. This is 3.2 volts. That's what we are operating on. So right now, this, okay, let me use a different color for the base. Blue for the base. Now, this is the base of the transistor. This base, this blue is connected to the base of the transistor, and the base of the transistor, like I said, is capable of sensing a very low amount of charge. It's NPN, so the base requires positive charge to allow communication between collector and emitter. Right now, all I need to do is, even if I'm not connecting it directly to the positive source, all I need to do is just to touch the base, and you see the LED has come on. Now, the base of the transistor is amplifying the very low positive charge in my body, and now using that amplifies, allowing collector and emitter communication. This also directly explains how amplification of signal works. So once I touch the base, the light comes on. If I leave it, the light goes off. So I can directly connect it to the positively charged power source, maintaining the lights at a constant rate. Now understand that the base requires a low amount of charge to allow communication. So therefore, you must always use a resistor at the base. If you connect it directly, you will end up burning the transistor, because the base must not operate at the same power as the collector and emitter, else the transistor will burn. So this is how a transistor works. With this understanding, you can do a lot of things with transistor. You can do different, as long as you can imagine it, you can build it. So if you have any question, drop it in the group.